Hello everybody, Mr. O here, and today I'm going to talk about old sketches and maybe sketches that you made years ago. You didn't really like them, but you didn't really want to get rid of them. And for those of you who get rid of everything if they're not perfect, start saving your sketches. This is an informational video, and I'm going to be doing using the computer for digital art with this sketch example, but this goes back to the light boxes. If you haven't watched the light box video, watch that. And you can do the same thing in a different media using the light box by outlining your sketch, fixing what you don't like about it. And so this sketch I made 4 years ago. I kind of liked it. There was flaws, things were not proportioned, of course. It was a meeting, and one of the ways I concentrate is by doodling. Sometimes my doodles end up to be full drawings, and I've always kind of liked this. You know, it has that brooding Batman, Spider-Man feel, but you know, I wanted my character, which is the Gray from the book Burlington Rising. I wanted him to be more like an Optimus, more like Nightwing. And so what I did is, of course, I took a picture. I had taken a picture of it. Somewhere I have the original. So you can see that I have other paperwork, and I did it on lined paper, which was okay. I wasn't too worried about it. I was able to make an outline, maybe. And that's not the, there we go. That's the one. There's the outline. So when I first drew it, it had the original costume design. So I went in and I put the current costume design in, and I did a nice little outline using the real gel pen, kind of give it that comic book feel. And if you look at the gargoyle, you really can't see it because all this clinic stuff is there, but I finished it off, of course, in the outline. And since these are outlines and these are separate layers, for those who've been working digital, you probably understand what I mean. Layers are kind of like transparency. As you can see, the lines go through from the previous layer. And I'm not going to worry about that because the colors won't bleed together when they're separate, so you don't have to worry about that. And so I built up from this sketch exactly what I would want. And so when I did the buildings, as you can see, I got the buildings there, and I got a little color on the wrong side, on the wrong layer. So you can see that too. And so I'm going to just start adding the layers. I'm going to go backwards. And this is where I kind of made a mistake on some of the colors. No big deal. And we did the gargoyle there. There's my outline for the buildings. As you can see, I used some of the paper, the extra stuff that was on the paper. I kind of helped form the buildings that way. I thought that looked kind of cool. And there we go. We got their searchlights. We got their buildings. We got our moon. And now we got our background. Now, I didn't feel like this was the character to the Gray. His real name is Sebastian. And I chose that name. This character is a pariah, meaning he not only does he feel alone, he really is alone. The way that people treat him, the way they act towards him. And so I've been slowly working, as you can see, I added snow. I want to always project that loneliness, that you know, being alone. And so one of the things I've been working on is doing weathered pictures. And originally it was starting off as rain, and I came across a way to do the frosted snow, so I went with that for this one. And because everyone's doing rain, I mean, it's always easy to project loneliness in rain. And probably the one thing I always put a little smirk on them, is probably do away with some of the smirking and stuff. Maybe when he is the Gray, maybe he's more, but him as his alter ego, Sebastian, it's hard to to really project how lonely this character really is, or at least it is for me. So I'm going to have to practice. And I know some of you guys we always feel like there's times in our lives where we're completely alone, and everyone doesn't care whether we are successful or failing. They're just, please don't be around us type thing. And this is what this character's going to be about. And that's the ironic part with his ginger hair, because we do seem to treat gingers that way. Sometimes we joke, and I'm a ginger, when I had hair, that is. And the biggest thing is he's going to be his grandmother's Japanese and stuff like that. So his last name, which I'm going to hold off on telling for as long as I can, and his heritage is going to be brought into the story and stuff like that. So guys, like I said, save your sketches, even if you only like them a little bit. You'd be surprised how amazing you can turn them into a final picture maybe later on, once you figure out what is wrong with them. Have you ever had a picture you're like, I don't know what's wrong with this, I like it but something's wrong? Just keep it and take photos. Get yourself an external hard drive for your computers if you're worried about too many pictures on your computer. Get yourself a video editing software where you keep things smaller, and you don't have to worry about it as much. And some of you are going, I wish I had the money to do that. I know. It takes time, and you build these things up slowly, but know what you want. And Google Gmail is great to limit. I'm now paying for 2 cloud services because I have so many photos and videos that I'm trying to save so I don't lose them forever if a computer crashes. I just hope their server never crashes where I lose all my stuff. So I try to save in multiple locations, okay? Hey, you guys have a great day, and stay tuned. There's going to be an announcement at the end of this video. Bye-bye. Welcome back, and it's time for me to announce the winner of the first Mr. O Art School YouTube contest, and that winner is Ginger Ale. It wasn't a very hard choice. They made a beautiful comment, and I appreciate what they said. And they already told me which gift they wanted, and it's going to be the Prismacolor Premiere, the portrait set, and I'm going to assume they want to do a lot of beautiful skin tones. And congratulations to Ginger Ale. And guys, as we make milestones, we'll have more and more competitions. Anyone who's ever met me or know me, they will tell you that I love to give art sets away, give away art stuff. So always pay attention to the videos. I'll try to not make the contest subtle. I want to give away stuff. You guys have a great day. You're beautiful. Bye-bye.